This is the most secret Avengers, issue 21.1.1. I cannot be arsed trying to explain the numbering. I really need to do a video about it though. It was one of Alex Alfonso's first initiatives, and it was, pardon my French, débile. This is the first issue in the Rick Remender run on this book, a run that will be forever remembered by me as one of the most crushing disappointments in comic book history, and the last Marvel comic I ever regularly bought. This issue, it is a passing of the torch thing, where the team's previous leader, Captain America, he hands the team over to their new leader, Hawkeye. And I like both these characters, they're two of my favourites. And this is just a story with the two of them off on an adventure. My first criticism is that the art is by that prat who blocked us on Twitter, so that is a problem. Secondly, and more importantly in my opinion, is that Captain America and Hawkeye, their relationship is written wrong. To say it is out of character would imply there was some aspect of either of their character to it. What we have here is Captain America and Hawkeye, their relationship. I can think of loads of comics from the 70s or the 80s or the 90s or even the noughties, where these two, they have been like really good friends who proper respect each other. Well, all that has been tossed out the window to just set them back to the same tired dynamic that they had in 1965. Captain America, he is back to being like a grumpy dad, and Hawkeye is the whining son. It is enormously disrespectful to everything that came before, and this is the sort of consistent character development you can expect in a comic edited by Tom Beevor. The writer, Rick Remender, he clearly didn't care enough to research or even think too much on these characters or their history together. But what he did do was he remembered at the back of his mind that in the Silver Age, Hawkeye, he was like an antagonist to Captain America. He was always whinging about him being an hard-timer and an ancient relic. So now Hawkeye is back to doing that. The two of them, they have gone undercover in a fictional country that is the Red Light District as a country. That would be a worthwhile idea if there weren't already two other fictional countries in the Marvel universe that already fit the same bill. And all this, it's just a test for Hawkeye. Captain America wants to see if Hawkeye is finally ready to step up and lead a team, because Hawkeye, he hadn't ran the West Coast Avengers for 100 issues already, or even more recently, just led Michael Bryan Benson's New Avengers during Dark Regime. So then the two heroes who, in my mind, these two are very good friends. I think in anyone's mind they are very good friends. They started off as somewhat rivals, but the whole point was that Hawkeye, he grew up. He came to realise he was being a prick. He was being a little upstart. And Captain America was essentially right. There has been 40 years of interaction since then, and even when Hawkeye became the leader of the West Coast Avengers, several issues even acknowledged the fact that Hawkeye, he was now having to deal with his teammates who were trying to chip away at his leadership, the same way that he had once done with Captain America. And then, this is something I rarely get to say on this channel, then Jeff Nobles did this really great idea. He had a story after Captain America died, where he made the case that Hawkeye was like the perfect person to take up the Captain America mantle. But all that, just ignore it. Hawkeye, he is still an insubordinate arsehat. And the adverts in this are really hammering home everything that made me give up on Marvel. So the two Avengers, they split up, and this is just happening so that Captain America can get beat up really easily by some proper D-list villains. He is useless in these fights. He's pathetic. He doesn't get a single hit in. Like, really, watch this. We've got Green Ghost Driver. He shows up. He throws his chain at him. Captain America jumps out of the way of it. You might think that is good. He has dodged it, but then the chain wraps around his ankle somehow, and Captain America gets thrown about by it. Then on the next page, he gets strangled by Mickey Rourke's energy whip and tossed around some more. And then he finally leaps in to attack the baddie, and no, he gets attacked by a giant snake, and he is defeated now. Fucking shite. And now it is up to Hawkeye to save the useless, pathetic Captain America from these baddies. And they are being led by Maxwell L. Jackson, the evil robo-copy of Samuel L. Jackson. And rather than depict Maxwell L. Jackson as a good villain or a complex character, Rick Remender kills him off after a few issues to instead write up his new baddies instead. And then Hawkeye, he saves the day with ease, since Hawkeye is the character that this writer is actually going to use. And who cares about Captain America, really? Captain America is just a washed-up has-been. He's a dated relic. Who cares about him? Yesterday's news. Hawkeye, he beats the main enemy of this book for the first 20 issues in a single page, and he gets to save Captain America. And then, other than trying to commit genocide in the last issue, this is actually the most that Hawkeye will do in this whole run. This is a badly written rubbish piece of rubbish. One of the two stars is made ineffectual and a grouchy-eyed man, and the other regresses to the snarky arsehole he hasn't been for half a century. Except now with a healthy dose of hipster Twitter user injected into him. This is a run I hate, but my hatred for it is more apathetic. It's more like, I don't care. I hate it, but I cannot be arsed. I just want to, like, toss it aside rather than destroy it. But the contents of the whole run definitely deserve some form of destruction, and I have found the perfect thing to destroy. Prepare for a jump cut. In a review of the other issue of this run I did, I mentioned how I was really excited for the book and how I even got the poster of the team. I had it on my wall and I took it down after the first issue when I realised it was a crap run by a crap writer doing crap things. Wait until you see what I dug out of the cupboard. I didn't even know I still had this, but this is a big poster with the team. This is the cover to the first issue. Well, the first proper issue, issue 22. It's really big. And the thing is, not only do I hate this run, but this poster, this art, is by an artist who I am sure is going to feature on my beloved feature, the nation's favourite feature, artists who are overrated hacks. I think this artist Adam, he is an overrated hack, and I haven't a single problem with doing this. It's going to take ages to destroy this, but this is a shit run that displays no talent whatsoever from its writer. He had all the ducks lined up for him for this run. He had a great team of characters. He had great interior artists. He could have written some great comics. Instead, he wrote pathetic tales focusing on validating his shit reimagining of Venom and dumping over other people's characters who have been popular for 50 years. Hawkeye appears in comics to this day. Unlike Rick Remender's Venom, this was a run by a then hot writer who nowadays can't even get any writing jobs at Marvel anymore, and they'll hire anyone who is desperate for work. The Most Secret Avengers by Rick Remender is a trash book for bin men. I rate it 7 thumbs up.